life! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite nerdy podcast where we talk about everything pop culture, but especially comic books, movies, and anime. This is the 94th episode.
Ooh, we getting close to 100.
That's right. That's right. We're going to really go out for 100, I know.
Hell yeah, it's going to be something special. We actually going to think of something because that's going to be fucking lit.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun. But yeah, that podcast being Comic.
Hey! Weeba! Ha! Ha! Ha!
I'm your co-host, James, a.k.a. Comics for Cheap, a.k.a. hashtag Send It to James, a.k.a. Where are the Turtles? And I got my co-host here with me.
It's your boy, Chris, a.k.a. Come on, Dino, hit me with the music.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah.
Black Santa. Oh, man, I love it. AKA football season is almost here.
Mm-hmm.
Simple AKA that time. AKA super cold.
Uh-oh.
No look.
No look.
What? Water. And let me tell y'all something too, man. Got a little update here for y'all. You know, your boy super cold. You know, he got the boy Hove. I know y'all crazy. He got Hove. That's right. I got Hovey. That's right. JB is gonna be on the album, son. So be ready. He gonna have them bars for y'all, boy. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all. But anyway, sponsored by nobody. We still don't got no damn sponsors, but I'm telling y'all, it's coming soon. It's coming quick. It's on the way. I'm telling y'all who is gonna be. He's gonna be somebody. But yeah, until then, we are unsullied since 2021.
That's right. So hit that like button whether you're live with us or on the replay. We appreciate you. Smash it, mash it. We're here every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and we just talk a lot of ridiculous shit. So we're gonna kick it off with sports like we usually do, and Black Santa gonna lead us into it. So what we got this week?
Man, I'm telling y'all, man, the running back situation in the NFL is getting worse and worse because the NFL season's about to get going. But we had a lot of running backs who, you know, at first they, especially with the Giants, Saquon Barkley was thinking about sitting out. He was thinking about saying, you know what, until y'all pay me the money I deserve, I ain't showing up. But
I feel like we do this dance every year. There's like every year we do this dance. Yeah.
And the issue is because the running back is completely underappreciated. The running back is looked at as a position that is easily replaced. It's sad. It sucks. But in a way, it's kind of true.
I was about to say it's kind of true.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get the best out your running back. You get them early, age 20, by 25, 26. You probably ran all you out. You know, you probably ran him to death. He probably got all the juice you're going to get out of him. He got a little bit left. And at that point in time, it's like, well, we can just do the cycle over again and we don't have to pay them that kind of money. The situation in Indianapolis, though, is getting real dicey. It's getting real crazy because Jonathan Taylor, the running back of the Indianapolis Colts, you heard what happened with him, right?
I heard a little bit, but go ahead and fill us in. What's up? Street Food is good is in the house. What's up, Norm?
What's good? Well, the situation is he wants to get paid. And, you know, he is a little banged up. He does have some injuries here and there, but he wants to get his money. And Jim Irsay and him had a meeting, apparently in Jim Irsay's private bus or whatever. They had a meeting, and he told him straight up, Jim Irsay is the owner of the Colts. He told him straight up, yeah, I'm not giving you that money. No. Well, you know, Jonathan Taylor's like, well, all right, well, if you're not gonna, you know, pay me that money, well, then, you know, I am banged up, I am hurt, you know, maybe I gotta take some time off. Well, the Colts, from what it looks like, they might end up putting him on the non-injury list, which basically boils down to make it as simple as possible, the Colts would not have to pay him this year. they can actually hold his salary from him.
Damn.
So they're basically like, well, if you want to do that, we're gonna say we can probably say the injury you got, the injuries you have right now, ain't football related. They ain't happening with us. They ain't happening on this field. So yeah, if you want to play that game, we'll play this game. It's getting real bad.
Sure. Unfortunately, I mean, I get what they're trying to do with the running backs, but unfortunately, man, you're not wrong. There's a running back in every single college, every single Division D1 college that's ready to run in the NFL and make whatever kind of money that they can, and so they'll just be like, whatever, we'll hand the ball off to anybody who can run a little bit, and that's just going to be that.
And that's the thing. You don't even have to get like a running back from the Ohio State or Georgia or Michigan or LSU. You can get some dude from Savannah State. You can get some dude from Appalachian State. You can get some dude from ECU. No, you can't. It's not even, this going from this big time school, and they can make some noise. They can really put in some work. And
it's in the weight room, and all of a sudden, they already have a basic understanding. They've been playing since middle school. They know how to run routes. That's all they need them to do, really. Just hang on to that football and don't fumble. There you go. And the way the NFL is now, it's very rare that there's a single running back who carries the load completely. Right. It's basically a 2 running back league now. This ain't back in the day where, my favorite running back, and I say back in the day as if like I'm old and shit, but you get the point. LaDainian Thompson. That was my favorite running back of all time from the Chargers. And he was that guy who did, he did it all on his own. That don't happen anymore. A lot of these teams have 2 backs. So you don't even need this guy to be killer. You just need him to get you a couple of yards, then get the next person to do their job. So it makes it harder to give a bunch of money to a running back when it's like, you're not even taking the whole load. Like, we got other people who's putting in the work too. It's just, the running back position is a real, and I'll say this one last thing, and it sucks because honestly, if I was a parent and my kid wanted to play football, I would advise him not to play the running back position. I really would. I would say play defense, do a quarterback. Like if you're trying to get the most money you can get, all I'm seeing is the running back position getting less and less and less. They're going to really start losing money the way this is going. And if that's the case, I wouldn't advise my kid to be a running back. You're taking all this punishment, all this abuse, all this damage, and you're not valued nowhere near the other positions. You're not getting paid what the other positions are getting. A wide receiver is going to get a lot more than the running back. A defensive, cornerback, a D lineman, they're going to get more than the running back. Right. Hell, it's going to get to a point where I'm getting worried of kicker's going to get more than the running back. The point is, I don't want them to take all this punishment and then, they're at the age of 30 and is limping, have a permanent limp. That's right. What's up, Cam? Yeah, we talk about a little bit of everything, but we always start with a little bit of sports. So we're just talking about the current shenanigans going on
in the NFL.
You bringing up some old, so I would say old running backs, but we're the same age. So if we go back to some of the people that I always like to watch, running back wise, Ricky Williams.
Oh, I love Ricky Williams. Oh man, he would always get high, but that dude was on that. He was running out on that field too, though.
And then you're gonna have to remind me the dude who was on Tennessee, who just fucking killed it, man. I was looking up. I was trying to look it up.
They've definitely had a few though.
But he would break 1,000. He definitely broke 1,000 yards almost like every season. I can't remember what his name. I'll come back to it if I can remember. But yeah, those two were like my favorite to watch always whenever they were playing.
Man, that was the golden era too, man. Because there were so many running backs in the league then that putting in work and doing this and doing that. Where God knows it's just different now. It's 100% the era of the quarterback, and the quarterback was always important. It was always the number one position. I would say in terms of leadership, it's the number one leadership position in all the sports. But gosh knows,
Eddie George was the guy's name. Eddie George.
Oh, Eddie George. Okay, yeah. He was definitely fun to watch. Yeah, they've definitely had a few. I was thinking of somebody else. I was thinking like Chris Johnson. They had a few in it. Woo. But no, yeah.
Cam's a Detroit boy. He says the Lions winning a Super Bowl this year? ?
No. Hey man, your head coach, you bite them ankles. Y'all gonna bite some ankles now, man. I do think Detroit's gonna be much better, and I think this, they're gonna put some work in. But no, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I don't see Detroit winning a Super Bowl this year. There's way too much competition.
Speaking of coaches and the ankle biting, that ankle biting shit was so fucking funny last year.
That was hilarious. That's my favorite thing ever.
Fucking the New York Jets hiring one of the worst head coaches of all time. Great move, Jets. Now you're definitely Super Bowl bound with Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers probably loves it because he's like, I could tell this coach what to do. I'm Aaron Rodgers, like Aaron freaking Rodgers.
Yeah, he says. Cam says, "Hey, I made fun of him at first, but I'm a fan now of the head coach for the Lions."
Yeah, I'm serious. Like that. Like, honest to God, that press conference is the funniest thing I've ever seen. And when he went into that tyrant, biting ankles and all that crap, I'm just sitting there like everybody laughed at him. I laughed at him too. I'm still laughing now. But
still,
I think he's actually a decent coach. Like, I think he's a good coach. And he motivates guys. And I think he's gonna have Detroit, those Lions playing some inspired basketball. And if you look at what happened with the New York Giants, their head coach is what really, really got the Giants going. Like, Daniel Jones played okay. Saquon played pretty good. But that head coach got all those guys feeling like they can run through a freaking brick wall. Like, he motivated them. When you got a coach who can motivate you like that, and the talent is there, yeah, you can be a playoff team, and you can be a scary playoff team. So yeah.
Cam says that the players love him too. If I remember correctly, last year when the Lions did lose, they were pretty close games. Like, it wasn't every single one wasn't a blowout or nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, they could be a threat this year. I don't know about Super Bowl, but they could be a threat as far as like playoffs and knocking out another team that you thought was a sure contender or something like that. So we'll see. Maybe their era of 0-17 might be finally over.
I think that is over. I think that's over, and I'll say 100%. I truly believe if the Lions make the playoff, they're going to be one of the scariest teams to go against. Whoever got to match up with them first, they're going to be afraid. They're going to be worried, like, oh, crap, we can lose. So they're definitely going to be a fun team to watch this year. Lions definitely going to be a fun one to watch, see what they do.
All right. Anything else sports-wise we got?
Nah, we don't got anything. That's pretty much it.
All right, we can move on then. We have porn star Adam Driver in the news. I mentioned before we jumped on, we had some brief Adam Driver news, and Chris said that it sounded like a 70s porn star name.
It does sound like that. Seriously, that sounds like a 70s porn star name, Adam Driver. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
So Adam Driver's in the news just because he turned down the role for Fantastic Four. He said, no thanks. Nah, I'm good. Pass. And so now Reed Richards still up in the air as far as who is going to be Reed in the Fantastic Four. I have no idea why. I don't think it was released if he gave a reason or anything. But my first guess was he didn't want to be part of another toxic fan base movie series going forward. He just got out of Star Wars and he's gonna jump into Marvel. I don't know how he could be that.
And it's really interesting because it's like literally you could say it's a flip of a coin. This is either the worst or in a way the best time. Well, I ain't gonna say the best, but a good time to get into Marvel if you end up being the one who, quote unquote, bring Marvel movies back to its promise, the promised land, and you actually have a good movie. You're gonna be praised and loved, and you're bringing it back. It's gonna be great. But more than likely, it could be on this trend that these movies kind of suck, or at least not as good as you want them to be. and you probably don't want to be part of it. And I really think this too with the Fantastic Four, especially if this movie is bad or bombs, it's going to be 10 times worse than what the other ones were. Like other, even the one that came out recently that had Michael B. Jordan in it, even that one, like, yeah, it got us hate and people was upset and blah blah blah. It passed. If this is garbage, no, Marvel will be hearing this shit forever. Like you do not want to be a member of the Fantastic Four. You're gonna wish you had Sue's powers for real, so you can just turn your ass invisible and get the hell up out of here. It's gonna be something else, man.
Because it'd be the third or fourth time in a row that Fantastic Four bombs in box office. I think fourth. It'd be the fourth time in a row. This is the fourth time they're trying to get Fantastic Four off the ground. Is the movie cursed? Is the team cursed? Like, what is going on?
I don't know, man. Because I mean, to be fair though, I think the first one, you know, whether you think it's good or bad, I think financially it probably did okay.
Wait, not like the first one that they
not scrapped. Like the first one that came out like the 70s, like 90s or whatever. No, I'm talking about like the first one that, you know, before the Silver Surfer one. Your favorite scene in all of Marvel, or not Marvel, but all of superhero movies. Yeah.
Are we talking? So we're talking about with Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Fantastic Four movie 2005 box office.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It did 330 million.
Yeah.
It did 3 times what the Flash with Ezra Miller did.
So,
Cam says there's definitely not the guy anymore now that Robert Downey Jr. is gone. I think they planned for Chadwick to be more of that role, and then obviously that changed. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah, I think that too. And they've been trying to replace Robert Downey Jr. They just couldn't. They haven't been able to. There's nobody there right now who can fill those shoes, and that's just a whole nother can of worms. But no, it's going to be real. It's interesting. Like, so James, if you was in his shoes, if you was in Adam Driver's shoes, and you wasn't on set, you know, doing the nasty, would you? I just want to know if you would have talked in the role.
Yeah, man, I kind of look like Mr. Fantastic as it is, man. You know what I mean? That stretchy shit is that's perfect role for me, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I could do that shit in my sleep.
You could do that all day.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, you know, as long as the paycheck's there, I'm in. I'm in, baby. I'm all in.
No worries at all.
I mean, yeah, of course, you know, you now have, you know, the Marvel shenanigans to go up against, but
got that whole fan base looking at every movie you make.
That's why you got that paycheck, though. You know what I mean?
To counteract all the negativity.
Yeah, Cam is also same type of body type. He says, "Me and you got to audition our lanky asses." Except Cam has a lot more acting experience than me. He actually cameoed in. I think he told me he cameoed in Batman vs Superman.
Nice.
And Ben Affleck smacked a tray out of his hand or something in an outtake. Yeah, something like that.
That's actually cool as hell, man.
You gotta retell us the story, Cam.
Man, we got celebrity on this motherfucker. That's cool as hell. Yeah.
Right? We got the C-Lab.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man.
Then he knocked his wife.
I'll tell you, man. We got some stars out there, bro.
Then he knocked his wife up and they had to move back to Detroit, you know, so.
That's really cool, though. Hey, that strike is really serious right now, man. That strike is insane. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, dude, the strike. Bro, the strike is like, it's just mind-boggling that it's still going on. Because what all these movie studios are fighting, well, what the main fighting for, and Snoop Dogg put it best, too. Which is crazy that I just said that Snoop Dogg put it best. But Snoop Dogg put it best because when he was talking about, like, streaming and just music streaming, he's like, how come I get 1 billion streams, but I ain't even see $1 million off of the stream stuff? Mm-hmm. He's like, what the fuck is this? He's like, in the 90s, I sold 1 million units. I know that's going to be $10 million. I get a percentage of that. But the streaming, I do 1 billion streams across multiple platforms. I don't even know what the percentage is, but I ain't even making 1 million, which is not even I'm not even making 1%.
Bam.
And so now what the actors and the writers and everyone they're fighting for, because they ain't getting the royalties, like, you know, when Friends has all its reruns, or The Office had all its reruns, or this, that, and the other played on TV and you get the check. Now because it's on streaming and you're on Netflix and it's played for 100 million hours or whatever, this movie's played for 100 million hours across the world, but you ain't see revenue off of that, off the streaming side. And so all they have to do is set up a way to get the percentages correct, but they don't want to do it.
Yeah. You speaking the truth, man. Because it is crazy. And like you said, Snoop Dogg put it best, man. He had a blunt in his hand and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? When he all this shit, you know, Snoop Dogg does when he's you know. Actually, I think he does all his thinking when he's anyway. So you do all that. The thing comes down to this, though. It's like these guys are fighting, but these companies are just like, yo, they're gonna cave before we cave. I feel that's obviously what they're thinking. It's like in the NFL, somebody was like, well, why don't the running backs and all of them just freaking go on strike? That's not gonna happen.
Right.
Like, it's just not like they're cave before the owners cave. And I think these guys are like, they're cave before we cave, because like the highest celebrities are still going to work. This is mainly for the lower ones. So
yeah, the writers, the lower level, the people that they're talking about putting an AI scan of them and using them as an extra forever, just like giving them 1 day's work of pay, and all of a sudden they can use that them in the background of a movie. Like anything that they do, they can just use them as an extra, just using AI. That shit is wild, bro.
That's fucked up.
That's crazy. And yet they used to yell at us for fucking downloading their movie. You know what I mean? You know all those fucking old ass commercials, or the ones where they like the FBI would show up and like shoot you at your keyboard or whatever because you fucking
I love
that movie. And yeah, now they doing the same shit to the fucking actors and writers, bro. This shit's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to compare it to sports, the only time that if you want to actually strike, the whole league is going to have to strike. It's probably going to have to be for a whole year, like the NHL did back in the early 2000s when they went on strike, and they went on strike for a whole fucking year. And yeah, that sucked for the fans because we all lost a year. All the players lost a year out of their lives, out of their pay, out of everything. But then finally, the owners were like, "Yeah, we can't do that again." I mean, the players are losing millions, but the owners are losing billions.
Right.
So I mean, it just depends on who can outlast who, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
a lot of those players just ended up playing overseas and shit. I don't know if these actors and writers can do the same thing.
And remember, the NFL can't do that. That's another thing. Like NFL players they can't go overseas and play. And honestly, you can't expect something like the XFL to cover you. Like, imagine if Patrick Mahomes fucking said, "All right, we're sitting out." You think Patrick Mahomes is going to be able to go to the I mean, he can go to XFL. I think he wants to, but you think they're going to be able to pay him anything significant? No, not what he's worth. So I mean, honestly, the NFL has the worst players league. I mean, players associate league or whatever. They have the worst CBA, and unfortunately, none of the players would ever stick to something like they're never going to go on strike like that and just unionize like that. They'll never do it. So I don't know. Hopefully, these actors though, it ends up working out for these guys because, like you said, that just sucks, man. They can just do the AI, keep those guys. They have their likeness forever, the rest of their lives, but they get paid 1 day of it. Cool. That's
rest of their lives. Even further than their lives. They threw Paul Walker in a movie after he died.
That's true. That's right, man. That's right.
Tupac is still doing concerts.
We can watch a bunch of dead people right now in movies.
That's what I'm saying. Can you borrow that shit? No, we just saw what's his name? That Superman in the new Flash movie.
That's true, man. That's true.
So I mean, it's not just like for the rest of their life; it's just for eternity. They have their life for $100. They pay them $100, and they have their likeness for eternity. That shit is crazy. All right, let's catch up with some comments here. So we got Rob. What's up, Rob? Rob says that Marvel Studios just needs to close the book on the MCU. It was a good 10-year run with the Avengers and Thanos. Now, stop trying to build on it and tell a new story with Cosmic Rays and Galactus. Amen. Yeah. It should have just been a full reboot. Not like a reboot, but it should have just been all right, like, here we go. New shit. Don't just keep building and building, talking about the same shit. Just like what he said, just fucking... They should have just jumped straight into FF and X-Men.
Yep. Fully agree. Fully agree with that.
Maybe take like 2 years off and then FF and X-Men. But yeah. Cam says, yeah, Sean Gunn put it well. He was in Gilmore Girls for the entire show, and it's done really high numbers on Netflix, and he's next to nothing. Like, I guess he's getting next to nothing. Yeah, so that's the whole thing. Like, with The Office being one of the most streamed shows, I wonder what their deals were. Like, if they were getting money off of that shit, because The Office was like so far ahead of like the most streamed show, period. Especially on Netflix, but like period. No, and I wonder if they had something going on. But yeah, I mean, you got to think about something like that, like Steve Carell, iconic show. You know what I mean? Like, everyone fucking quotes it, knows about it at least. That's what she said. You can fucking Steve Carell, The Office. And so whether you like it or not, you know what it is, and maybe they're not. Who knows if they're being compensated correctly? I have no idea. Cam says those piracy commercials are hilarious. I watched an old DVD recently. It was on there. I had a chuckle. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what we're dealing with.
I was just about to say, be careful. The dragon talking about
the dragon in the house. What's up, the dragon? He says, "What's up, young man and a bit older man? Time to open your books to chapter 94." Volume 1 of the book of comics and Black Santa. What's going on? Vinyl Dragons in there.
What's good? Love having him.
Cam says it's tough with acting too because the majority of actors are working gig to gig. Yeah, definitely.
They're definitely like Joey paycheck to paycheck. So,
oh shit! I started rewatching Friends recently, and that shit cracks me up. Joey was an actor who like worked gig to gig and always had like the worst shit. And that's just always what I think about when someone says they want to go into acting. I just always think of Joey immediately, just like doing stupid shit and hoping for his big break. But that's pretty much, I would say that's like 90% of what goes on. It's just people hoping for a commercial or hoping for like two lines in an episode, or like, exactly what you said. Just audition after audition just to get a line here and there. Rob says one person viewing streaming content does not create new revenue that generates royalties. If they don't charge per stream, there is no new money from an existing subscriber. They are chasing ghosts. But here's the thing, Rob. Okay, because now all these streaming services are doing, instead of like free with ads, right? Mm-hmm. They're doing, you have to pay. The baseline pay still comes with ads. So what's that ad revenue going towards? That's the thing. And then if you pay the premium with no ads, then who still getting paid? That's like whoever has YouTube Premium or whatever, and you watch a YouTube video that would usually have an ad. Well, that dude's still getting paid from his numbers. You talk about big YouTube people, right? People who are pushing millions of hits, not bums like us. But if you're talking about,
watch your mouth. All right.
I'm just saying, we're
the best, and those sponsors are gonna be knocking our doors down, and we're the best. That's right.
That's right. But what I'm saying is these people get millions of views, right? So they're getting paid off of the clicks. Yeah, like Mr. Beast or Philip DeFranco or whoever, those the E3 Productions podcast. Those dudes, they get paid off the ad revenue.
Yes.
So, and then people who with the YouTube Premium or whatever, or like that pay the extra, YouTube is still supplementing it to basing on it where they're watching, who's getting the money. So why the fuck can't Netflix, who keeps upping their goddamn price, I feel like every few months, and cracking down on password sharing, Hulu, Disney Plus, all the same shit, Max, they all have these tier systems for advertisements and premium, they should be doing the same shit. They get their little percentage, and then the percentage goes to the show, which then of course percentage breaks down to. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be gangbusters, like you're going to be getting $1 per episode watched or nothing like that, right. But you got to get something.
Isn't it crazy when you think about it? This is just like a little thing, but like these that whole ad-free stuff, the premium and all that other bullshit. That an ad is like a normal ad, 15 seconds, right? 5 seconds could be the shortest. You might have ones that's over a minute, but you can obviously skip those most of the time. The most ones you can't skip is like maybe a 15-second one or whatever sometimes. But when you can't skip them, you're just infuriated, angry as hell, ready for this to come back. But yet we used to watch, commercials for like damn near 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that big of a deal. But these 15-second ads angered me more than any commercial break has ever in my entire life. It amazes me.
It's crazy. And then you got to think about the ones where it's like, I've seen ones where Discovery is the worst for it, just by the way. But Alexis likes certain shows on Discovery, and they'll just like do these mandatory ads, and it'll be like ad 1 of 7, 30 seconds. I'm like, motherfucker, at 1 of 7?
Yeah, like, wait a minute.
I'm about to go make a sandwich or something because this shit is just ridiculous.
You made a sandwich, got your taxes done, sent your kids to college. You know what I'm saying? All that shit done, and then you get back, it's still one more left, one more ad that you just gotta get through.
I'll be like, all right, let me go take a shit, take a shower, clip my toenails. You know what I mean? Sweep up the house, and then I sit back down to watch another 5 minutes of this damn show before the next 7 ads come on.
That's right.
Ridiculous. Cam says it's pretty accurate. Some of the auditions I had were ridiculous. Going back to the Joey with the ridiculous acting auditions. That is funny though. And Cam, what was like the most ridiculous audition that you had to do? I was
literally just about to ask the same thing. Definitely tell us the most ridiculous one. It's no matter how crazy it is. Just let us know what the craziest one. Ridiculous.
Vinyl Dragon says, James, please control your left eye. It's randomly dragging off screen. What?
So what he's saying, he sent me a text, and I meant to get back to it, but unfortunately my phone was acting weird as freaking hell. But anyway, he sent
that same phone from like 10 years ago.
Yo, first off, it's not. It's only like 2 years old. Shut up. But it was acting weird as hell. So so literally when he texted me, that's why I have some issues. But anyway, the point is, he sent me was like some dude he was talking to at one of the stores or whatever. The dude, I just kept like going all over the place, and it was hard for him not to focus. So I think that's a shot on that right there.
I had. I mean, there was someone at the con this weekend who had a little bit of a lazy eye, and I just I kept trying to be like, not be rude, but be like, who are you looking at a book behind me, or are you talking to me? I can't. He's like, let me see the and then like he was just, I don't know which book. I don't know which book you're looking at. I don't know. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Cam says, meanwhile, upper management makes so much in bonuses and stuff. The divide is nuts. Well, I mean, that's just the problem with America in general right now, though. If we're gonna be real, I mean, if we gonna be real, we're gonna be real. You talk about, I could break it down just from where Chris and I were at PetSmart, where fucking your cashier is making $9 an hour, but your general manager is making $120,000 a year, and that's at PetSmart for doing the same shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it ain't exactly the same, but it's the same shit. It's the same 40 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
The divide is real, and bonuses, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not just with entertainment industry or sports or whatever. I mean, you could break it down to the most basic retail spot, and it's crazy because a lot of people don't even realize that management and retail can make that kind of money.
But they can make a killing, man. They make fucking,
and they do, and they are lazier than the fucking cashier that's on the floor. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. On like for instance, there's literally a guy who walked past a higher up manager walks freaking past something on the floor, walks past it himself. Then another employee walks by and he's like, "Hey, pick that up." I literally watched him like, you could have picked it up yourself, but you told some other guy to pick it up. I'm gonna be honest with you, happy it wasn't me because I would have told him no. I'm like, you literally walked right past it. I'm not gonna pick something up like that. But again, luckily it wasn't me. But the point is, like stuff like that, super lazy, but get paid a lot of money.
Paid ridiculous amounts of money too.
Don't get paid nowhere near as much.
I worked at Bath and Body for a little bit, one of those little stores in the mall. It sells like lotion, candles, that kind of shit. And I was just like, I did restocks and backstock, backstock organization at restocks. And so I was paid my measly 10 or 11 an hour or whatever. And the GM wouldn't even go out into the store, would sit at the desk, at the computer, her entire 40 hours a week, and she was paid $130,000 a year, plus bonuses, quarterly bonuses.
The bonuses that you're the reason she's getting too.
Bro, that shit would drive me nuts, dude. Absolutely nuts. And she was like, she belonged on 600-pound life. You know what I mean? This woman was fat as fuck. And she probably couldn't get out of the chair if she wanted to. You know what I mean? I don't even know how she walked into the mall every single day. Fit through the sliding doors. Yeah, I don't know how she fit through the sliding doors. It's ridiculous, but she did.
You had to make that stretch him out a little bit for her.
But like that's just like the type of shit where it's just like the people who are and like I was just making my whatever, and then the salespeople, the girls who were on the floor who were really like moving the product, didn't get shit, dude. Like their bonuses or rewards was just product.
Yeah, it was like, this is what your bonus is this year, and you're gonna be happy with it. It's a bag of hot flaming Cheetos. All right, one singular graham cracker. All right, and hold on, that flaming hot bag, that's a 25-cent bag. That's a small bag. We ain't getting too crazy now.
Tiny bag
and a diet Dr. Pepper. Boom, bonus. Don't spend it all in one spot.
That's right.
You know?
But yeah, that shit would drive me crazy. I couldn't take that shit, man. Cam says if it's ad 1 of 7, I'm gonna go mow the lawn and come back just in time. Catching up on some comments.
Go on. I'm gonna say it afterwards. Go on.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Cam also says my craziest audition. Here we go. Craziest audition. I had to put a paper bag on my head, making robot sounds, and try and pop and lock dance. Hell yeah! All right, if you have that video, bro, I need it. Hold on.
Oh my god!
He says for like 3 minutes straight, it was so awkward, and I couldn't even see what their reaction was. So I just imagined they were doing it just to mess with me. That's amazing.
Yes, they probably
that is amazing. Then they were like, "Come sit on this leather couch over here in the corner."
You know they recorded that shit, and they probably to this day, some of them are still watching that. Like, look what we got this motherfucker to do.
What role was this for?
Right?
What character are you playing? They're like, we need you to play this professional business position, but first put this brown bag over your head and do a pop and lock dance for me real quick.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
Yeah, they throw on a Lil Wayne song, and they're like, all right, buddy, here we go.
Oh my god! I hope it was the Pop, Lock, and Drop It remix with Little Bow Wow. Yeah, that song is oh my god, that is great.
I need to know what Cam put on his resume that had him do that shit too. He'd be like, because actors be lying like crazy on their fucking resume, so he'd probably be like, yeah, I got some background in dance. They're like, all right, pop and lock, baby.
They call me Bow Whistle. Oh my god, man, that is great.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Cam. Great. I'm sorry they had to do that, but I hope there's a recording of it because that shit would make.
And if you got it, please, send it to
us. Oh my god, that shit is fucking hilarious. Vinyl Dragon says first it was Fuego. What? Oh, the fake chain gold Fake gold chain baby weight. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. What? Baby wipes? Fake gold chains baby wipe? I don't even know what he's talking about.
What the fuck?
All right, Vinyl Dragon smoking that shit early tonight. I don't know. Street Food says management, they work remote, man, and show up maybe sometimes. That's right. You know. Oh, let me print a diploma for an MBA. Yeah, dude, we were talking about that too. This is funny, is that how many people do you think just kind of bullshit the fact that they have a degree and nobody checks? Because as long as you don't need like a license to practice, like lawyer, doctor, shrink, something like that. I mean, I used to do it. I used to put that I graduated when I didn't. They can look up that I was a student at NC State, but I didn't graduate.
So like, oh yeah, he definitely went there. So it's the truth. Cool.
Yeah. But like, as long as
they're not even looking. They're not even gonna look it up. Like you said, unless it's licensed, if they really have to. A lot of the times they're just gonna look at it and basically go off how your performance is or how you do in the interview. And if you kill the interview, they're like, all right, fuck it, you're right.
Yeah, absolutely. Street Food says that the lady sitting down sounds like Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, she pretty much was the female version of Jabba the Hutt. You couldn't really understand her, you know what I mean? She had slaves doing her bidding, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? And then her bounty hunters would go out and get more people to work for her. So that's it. You know what? She really was Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, she always has some crumbs somewhere on her face for some reason.
Her background was Blockbuster. She was a Blockbuster manager, and then was picked up by the L brand, which includes Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, and something else. I can't remember what the other one is.
I mean, no offense, being a Blockbuster manager, you ain't do shit.
They do shit, bro. She was talking about how they would just watch movies all the time. I was like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. You ain't do shit, man. You just, oh my God.
That's funny. Rob says, once you guys get a good sponsor, you will be swimming in inlet like Scrooge McDuck. It won't matter what your view count is once you start pulling that Sleep Number bed and Blue Chew money, son.
Bro. He ain't lying though, man. Yo, when that shit pop off, bro, the first video you're gonna see up here is gonna be just literally us swimming in pools of gold. Except for I ain't gonna front though. Every time he would do that dive into the gold, I'm like, man, in reality, gold is hard as shit. And if you had that much,
gold is the softest metal, bro. What are you talking about?
Man, you jump into that shit with that much fucking gold, bro. That shit is not water. That shit is not water, fam. You ain't just gonna go straight through and be all swimming and shit.
Bro, it's like, man. It's like the ball pit at McDonald's, baby. We going right in.
You think so?
Yeah. I just, I hope there's no hidden syringes or whatever they talked about when that shit happened.
It was definitely, I like straight up in New York. Those fucking things. Not saying it's just New York, but nah, there literally was like, I'm kid you not, I remember three times where there was legitly a syringe in there.
Damn. And that's how Black Santa got hepatitis.
Whoa, what the fuck? No, yo, hold on. Black Santa ain't got shit. What my man said, I show my damn paperwork if I need to. I ain't got shit. Black Santa clean as a motherfucker. Don't you try to, what the fuck?
Huey, Dewey, and Louie hiding syringes and Scrooge McDuck's fucking pile of gold, bro. That shit would be so fucking funny. Oh my God. The Scrooge McDuck dives in and then he comes out with like 14 syringes stuck in his wings and shit. That's what we need. Robot Chicken to do a reenactment of that shit. Cam says the audition was for a dancing robot in a Foot Locker commercial. I assume that you did not get the part.
That actually makes 100%. That makes sense, though.
Mm.
It actually makes sense. Nothing, especially think about considering potentially whenever the time frame was. Yeah, because I can't remember when Pop Lock and Drop It even came out. That shit came out like what? Damn, I can't remember. But either way, like 2007, 2008, around that time frame and shit. I can see a Foot Locker commercial literally doing something like that. I can see that one. You can see that too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so that makes sense actually. When you actually put it in that
dumbass
context,
commercials during like during the NFL or whatever. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But like, why?
That also confirms they recorded that.
Somebody
has that
there's probably a recording out there, but I don't have it. It was in person, and it was so humiliating. Here's my thing, Cam. If I was an actor trying to make it, and you know you're going to either be in a robot costume or something, that's no FaceTime, baby.
That's true, man. You can go wild, man. You can do some crazy shit. Oh, I finally, before I forget, I had a motherfucker. Now, to be fair, I also saw. I'm hoping this dude was referencing a YouTube video I saw, and it was like this dude who does like little sketches and shit. But I literally saw a dude who got mad, and I don't think he was talking to me. It seems talking to the guy next to me, but it was weird as shit. He looked and he was like, "I will mow your lawn without the tools."
Huh?
The fuck does that even mean, bro? Like,
is that supposed to be like sexual?
I'm assuming.
What?
Like, I'm sure homie was just out the pen, but still, the fuck does that mean, bro? I'll mow your lawn without the tools.
I have no idea what that means. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Rob says just hang a sign up at your next con. Set up James wall books 25% off for lazy eyes or 6 toes. I usually do about 20% off of my wall books at shows. I'm usually the best priced motherfucker in the room. I'll tell you that right now. And you don't even have you don't even have to have the 6 toes to get the discount.
That's right, man.
Just don't do the 5-finger discount, and we'd be all good.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
There ain't no 5-finger discount, we all good.
And man, if you're a hot female, you got them 6 toes. It's all good, man. I'll let you play Black Sun. It's all good.
Vinyl Dragon says, "Why did Blockbusters always have shady dudes walking around the aisles? Also, it smelled like foot and ass in there."
Well, I don't know what Blockbusters you went to with the foot and ass.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I ain't had no weird smells up in there, but the shady people part, hell yeah. Blockbuster, and definitely in certain places, that shit was known for having motherfucking creepy ass people in there. That shit was creepy as hell.
I don't know if it's creepy. It's just people who want to watch a movie at home. Oh my god, snatch your kids up. They gonna snatch your kid from a fucking Blockbuster, bro. They gotta be fast as hell. Do some shit like that.
Nah, man. No, dude, a lot of parents would be sitting there looking at these movies. Their kids roaming around, running all over the place. Man, shit's crazy, man. I could never be a parent like that. My kid gonna be like literally glued to my fucking hip, bro. I can't stand when I see a parent and then like their like 6-year-old kid is roaming 3 aisles down and they're just looking at freaking whatever they're looking at, and this kid's
you gonna do the leash? You gonna do the leash?
I ain't saying it gotta be all that. I mean, maybe. But
I
I'm
was
just saying, like, you're gonna be fucking right there. If you got a problem, then it will be a leash. You ain't going nowhere.
I was put on a leash, bro. I was like 3 or 4, maybe even 5. I don't know, but I was for sure on the leash because I would run away, dude. They'd put me down and I'd fucking sprint. It didn't matter where it was, mall, store. I just fucking let's go, let's explore. I was like Rugrats, Tommy and Chucky, baby. We out here on an adventure.
Man, I love the Rugrats, man.
I know it.
That was my shit back then. Man, I still remember the song too. I love that song. Matter of fact, and I love the Rugrats movie. And then you had that badass song with it was Mace on that song. I can't remember Mace. I think Mace was up there, but it was Maya. Maya was on that song. Yeah, I think Mace is on. Yeah, Mace is on that song. Yeah, it was Maya, Mace. Oh man, that song is amazing. I'm gonna be listening to that shit when we get off the podcast too.
Throw on the classic Rugrats soundtrack.
Yeah, man, that shit was amazing, bro.
Shit. Vinyl Dragon says Santa, that dude had those thick chains 3 for $20. You talking about people selling jewelry out the trunk. You just have to go to Chinatown, baby. Chinatown, New York City. You can get a fucking Rolex for $5.
You ain't lying, man. That shit wasn't no game. That shit wasn't no joke. You see it on TV. That shit was real. You really could get shit like that.
It's Rolex spelled Roleks, but it's Rolex, baby.
Yeah, man. And if you want a lucky day and you get to one of those guys who just gotta move that shit because it's real hot, you can get a Rolex legitly for like
$50-$60, and it's a real one. They just got to get rid of that shit.
The funniest thing was when we were in New York last October, and Justin turned to me right before we went into Chinatown, and he said, "Turn your phone off." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Turn your fucking phone off, bro." And so I turned my phone off. He's like, "There's people that walk around and try to tap your pockets to skim your cards or your phone, or like tap your shit for your information and shit." And he's like, "Turn your phone off, and put your wallet in your hand in your pocket." I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn." I haven't been to New York in a while. He's just like, "Yeah, but do that shit because people are trying to skim your shit."
The chances of that happening, the phone tapping shit, like phone turns off and shit, that doesn't really happen that much. And the chance of that is not going to really happen. But what will happen 100% though is like they will try, like somebody can walk past you and like the littlest of bumps, and next thing you know, your wallet's gone. Because I knew a dude named Willie, and that motherfucker was solid with that. I'm dead serious too. That dude was solid with that shit. I literally saw this dude give a guy a handshake. Like he walked up, basically dapped my man up, and stole his watch. Literally still got that shit right off his wrist. And I'm like, how the fuck you do that? Like he was just super quick, super, like he would get your wallet. If it's in your back, whatever pocket, that shit's gone.
I remember,
like girls, give them a hug. They got that shit. He would get that shit. Now I'm like, yo, how the fuck are you stealing these people shit like that? It was amazing.
It's a lot of practice. There was a magician. I remember when I went to a restaurant with my family. It was like whatever magician night or some shit. I remember a magician took the watch right off my aunt's hand without her even noticing. I was like, God damn, that shit is crazy, bro.
Yep.
Like, whew. I can't imagine some demons like that let loose throughout a city. It's just crazy. We got Cam saying, "Oh, I was wilding in that audition. I was breaking out everything, popping lock, the robot, Running Man, Cabbage Patch. Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. This man do got a background in dance. You see, I'm saying."
You see, now you done set yourself up. The dragon gonna kill you, getting all hyped up for the fucking Cabbage Patch and shit. But
he says he's got to go. Dad duty calls. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for hanging with us, Cam. We appreciate you.
Thanks for hanging with us, brother. It was good, man. Definitely want you back. Take it easy, man.
Street Food says mow the lawn by sending his goat to eat the grass.
Yo, no, because when he said that shit, I literally was like, what? He was like, yeah, man. What? Yeah, because he's like, yeah, he know what I mean. And then he walked away. So yeah, he was talking back to me. But still, I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Mow your, like, I knew it had to be some sexual shit. I'm like, but what the fuck? I'll mow your lawn without the tools? Man.
Street Food says put a mousetrap in your pocket when you're working in New York.
That'll be the funniest thing ever.
You go to reach for a wallet and you get snapped by a fucking mousetrap? Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yo, the greatest of thieves, though, they won't even make a noise. They eat that shit, walk away, get around that corner, then make that noise, but you won't even know. Yeah. You don't even know your mouse check is gone.
Street Food says James aren't magicians with bras. What, aren't a magicians with bras? What the fuck are you talking about, Street Food? Street Food's having a stroke over here. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. But speaking of bras, let me just dive. We're gonna do one more story, and then we're gonna go back into what we're talking about with the comic book related shit. So I was in Savannah this last weekend. Yeah. Not that great of a show. I'm not gonna be going back to Savannah. But what I will tell you is we hit the town on Saturday night, and apparently Savannah is quite the party city. Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, I actually heard something like that.
It's a beautiful city as far as you've heard. What?
I heard it from Shannon Sharp telling stories about some of the stuff that's happened there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. So, me and some other comic dealer buddies of mine, they were like, let's go hit the town. Whatever. Their version of hit the town was not great, by the way. I was like, this is some bullshit, but whatever. But the city itself was beautiful. We took the city over to we took the ferry over to the downtown part of the city, walking around a little bit. I thought we were going to go to a restaurant and eat some food because I'm fucking starving. They're like, nah, let's just get a slice at this like a little corner store pizza pop-up place that has like New York style pizza. And I was just like, or we could just get real food and not worry about like the fake New York pizza or whatever. So we end up getting this pizza, but we're sitting there on the corner just kind of people watching. And I don't know if it's like a new trend or if it just happens to be the shit going down in Savannah. But I swear to God, every other woman did not have a bra on. And it did not matter what size the titties were. And it would be like tight mesh type shirts or like white half see-through shirts. Bro, I was having a good time just eating that pizza, sitting there watching people. I was like, we don't even have to go nowhere else.
Man, Black Santa definitely wish he was there because I would have been like, all right, guys, I'll when are we supposed to meet back up? Okay, give me a couple more hours and then I will see y'all then. Because
I was just like, damn. I gotta just, I don't know.
Give me a rain bitch.
I know they know what they're doing. I just don't know if they just don't care or like, the whole no bra movement. We going back to like the 70s with the no bra movement or what's happening. I don't know. You know how trends tend to repeat themselves every so often. And of course they think they're the ones who came up with it and shit.
Of course.
But, well, I was pro. I was supporting. I was like, hell yeah, no bras.
I was supporting. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. But yeah, we did that. Then we ended up in this bar that had no fucking drafts. Bro, that shit was some bull. I was like, bro, if I wanted to drink a bottle of beer, I'd just do that shit at home.
Right.
This ain't what a bar is. There were some lame ass people I was hanging out with, I swear to God. But it is what it is.
They gotta watch this shit and be like, good Lord, James, asshole.
Yeah, I'm sad. I'm just telling the truth, bro. Yeah,
truth, bro. That's right.
Truth's the truth. Vinyl Dragon says, James, you said to me once that you went to see Carrot Top as a kid. Yeah, true, facts. When he leaned over to say hi and take a photo, you swore a small claw came out of his hair and pinched your nipple as he winked.
What the fuck?
I don't know what drugs Vinyl Dragon takes. You know what I mean? But like, I just need some. I need some of that. I don't know what
I wouldn't want to take any of that, but yeah.
Street Food says, James, aren't you a magician when removing bras? They wouldn't know. No, I'm not. I'm the same.
No, I'm not.
I'm the same.
No.
I just be like, bitch, take your bra off yourself. I didn't fucking dress you. You can undress yourself.
I'm sure that keeps them in the mood right then and there all the time.
Yeah. Well, when you say it correctly, it does. I just be like, take your fucking clothes off. Like, you get hot and heavy, and it's like you make it like it's a rush.
Yeah.
Like fucking take your fucking clothes off.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Then you don't have to worry about fumbling and bumbling with the bra. They do it themselves.
No.
Yeah. Or you just bag one of these bitches that are braless, and you ain't gotta worry about it.
I ain't gotta worry about it then, man.
Yeah, you just get one of these Savannah hoes and it's all good. Rob says, Vinyl, you went to one of those small town blockbusters that had that big section in the back under the big curved mirror with all the strings of beads hanging in the doorway to the special room. Yeah, that's facts. Hold up. Vinyl Dragon then says, hold up, that's only part of the story. James, you told me that you kept asking girls to spell out the word attic. That's why you noticed. What? Attic? All right, let's get back to some comic book news.
Y'all have some crazy conversations, James. Dino, y'all conversations are insane, bro.
Yeah, I don't even remember them for some reason.
I'm pretty sure you don't, man. Because a lot of drugs had to be consumed for those conversations.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't even remember this happening. I don't know.
Yeah.
Venom 3 release date July 12th. Yeah, you think we're going to get another Eminem song for it? Venom 3 release date.
The first one was fire. The second one was fire. I want a third one.
Third one, super fire.
It's gonna be
less than a year, assuming there's no writer/actor strike that delays it further. I didn't even know that we were that close to a Venom 3. Tom Hardy is just getting these fucking
actually
checks.
Coming out in a year?
Yeah, less than a year. What? I'd say 50 weeks. 50 weeks. Venom 3 release date July 12th.
What the fuck? Why are we so close to another Venom movie?
Well, we close, baby.
Did Venom 2 do that well for them to keep pushing this shit out like this?
I wonder what the Venom 2 box office numbers were. Let's take a look.
Considering all the negativity people said from this, it's not as good as the first one. The first one,
bro, Venom 2 made $507 million in the box office.
Okay, well now I'll see why they keep pushing the shit out now.
Venom 1 made $856 million in the box office. So 856, then 500 and whatever I just fucking said, 507. Yeah. And so Venom 3, I mean, based off that, Venom 3 is going to make 200 million, you know, with the decline. But 200 million is still better than the Flash movie.
It is. It is.
Bro, can you imagine being outperformed by Venom?
And just think about it, because it's like Venom is just really, at least as of right now, it's only really been Venom and his, you know, his shit. The Flash movie had Batman, it had Supergirl, it had Zod, and it had Flash. And yet Venom is still probably going to outperform it.
Venom without Spider-Man.
Without Spider-Man.
Has outperformed. Hold on. How did Guardians do? I need to know what it outperformed. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 box office. I swear to God, if it outperformed. Oh no, okay, 845 million. Oh my God. Whew. Oh, that was whoa. Whew. That was scary for a second there. I was like, damn. If Venom's just out here outperforming the latest Marvel movies, sans Spider-Man.
No, Spider-Man's gonna always be king on that. Spider-Man said, "I ain't got nothing to worry about."
Well, you know, all they got to do is throw in Spider-Man. It's going to be back up to that 800 million mark, and it'll be all right.
Dude, it's gonna be more. That shit probably gonna be in that billion mark. Because remember, the last Spider-Man movie made over $1 billion.
Yeah, because of nostalgia. Yeah.
And keep in mind this too. What makes it even more, like super impressive in that aspect? That movie. Name one movie that basically I'm gonna use the word data mine, but it's basically that. Name one movie that got spoiled the way that movie got, and how everybody was like looking for anything and just instantly reporting what like gonna be in the movie. I've never seen a movie like Marvel movie get hit up like that. None of the Avengers movie, nothing got hit up like that and still perform as well as it did. I mean, we all knew literally months in advance that all 3 versions of Spider-Man was going to be in there. Months.
Right.
And it still performed that way. I'm not saying it's a great movie. Not at all. But I'm just saying the way it performed, that's impressive.
Yep.
But that also just shows what Spider-Man is.
The cash cow.
Yeah, the cash cow. Exactly.
Shit. All right, so we get to look forward to Venom 3. I think there was like something about Toxin being in this one. So we have Venom and Toxin because I think that's what they were setting up when that officer, whatever his name is, Mulligan, I think, he like had a piece drop on him or something.
Yep.
So yeah, we get Toxin, we got Venom, probably still no Spider-Man, and yeah, I don't know. Sony's just going to make some more weird shit, and we're going to go see it.
I'm going to say we probably will get some kind of Spider-Man. I think if we do, and I will say that if we do get a Spider-Man, it's probably going to be the Sony Spider-Man they're going to really be using for their movies moving forward, even though obviously both Spider-Man will still be Sony, but I'm just saying the ones they really going to use. Because they did say there's a Spider-Man in the Venomverse, and they said that it's not Tom Holland. So if it's not him, then
you think we get a new Spider-Man?
I think so.
Oh shit!
I do think so. I think we will. Yeah, I think we will. It would be awesome if it's like Miles or some shit like that. But I think we probably will. If Andy Garfield's going to come back as something, it might even be him.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Okay.
It
would be interesting if they brought back Andrew Garfield for Venom 3. That would be interesting. If they bring back Miles, dude, Miles is like one of the most OP Spider-Man, period. Well, actually, probably one of the most OP heroes. If you really want to get down to brass tacks.
When he gets more developed, yes, but he does be getting his ass kicked a lot. when he goes against somebody who's more like
15
like
years
for
old.
instance, like he kind of got worked when he went against Wolverine. Carnage like would have killed him. Like so he's gotten his ass kicked by certain people.
If we talk about like 25-year-old Miles who's been Spider-Man,
no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Then ain't nobody fucking with Miles.
Nah, he gonna be something else. Like seriously, Miles when he's like, because what holds him back now is just inexperience. But when this dude gets like that experience on his way, nah, that dude's gonna be a fucking monster. He's already a fucking beast. He's already a beast.
Electricity.
Because he puts in work. Because he will work in some Wolverine too. Like he puts in some work, man. Like he can do some shit. But when he gets that experience, man, oh, that's gonna be some real cool shit.
The
still got to go on, man. Miguel O'Hara stuff. It's $20.99, man.
Okay.
Woo, man.
Okay. I mean, I can see that too. I'm just saying for like, as far as like an OP character, it's just like he could turn invisible. He's got the electricity shit.
Yeah.
He's agile. He's got the spider sense. He's got the super strength. I mean, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, who's stopping him? He's got the swag.
He's also going to have his own, because they teased it with one of the team ups he had with Iron Man, kind of dip their foot in the water, and they gave him his own like suit. Like Iron Man type suit, basically similar to how Spider-Man had his in the Civil War.
Yeah, the Iron
Spider. Kind of
yeah.
teasing it, and they tuck it away from him just kind of more of a tease. Tony tucked it back. It was more of a tease to see how people react to it, and that shit definitely enhanced him even more. Where he was able to keep up and fight against a really crazed out, enhanced version of like Cletus Cassidy, who was using a Carnage style Iron Man suit, basically an Iron Man like type Venom suit. And so oh man, Miles is gonna be something else in a few years. Like he's already he's already sick, but he's gonna be something else.
Yeah, I can't see too many I don't know, like he's gonna get to a point where it's like who can beat him? Like where like what how do we write a story where it's even a threat or a problem for Miles? Because honestly, who's stopping him?
It's gonna be fun to watch because obviously not somebody crazy like a reality warper because Miles ain't gonna be able to handle that. But yeah, like other heroes and villains that's not like that kind of crazy type of power. Yeah, he's gonna be damn near unstoppable.
Vinyl Dragon says, wasn't it Wolverine Origins that had been leaked a month earlier than released? The studio had panicked, wondering if they were going to make money off of it. That was a while ago. We're talking about like 2008.
Yeah, I was mainly using the Marvel movies. That's why I was like Marvel movies. But I didn't even remember that even happening with the Wolverine movie. Did that happen?
I don't either.
That.
I was working in theaters when that movie came out. I really don't remember it being leaked or nothing.
Okay, yeah, because I don't.
It did all right in theaters. I remember it doing okay. People just didn't like the movie.
I think what really hurt that movie was definitely the whole Deadpool aspect of it. Because like when they introduced Deadpool, it was great. When he first showed up and the way he was awesome. But then when they the merc with a mouth and you take away his mouth, I mean you really think, like why did you, it wasn't funny. Like it was supposed to be funny. It would be ironic. It wasn't. It was just dumb.
Yeah. It was stupid.
Yeah. Plus giving him all those weird powers too. Like, why is he shooting?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Blast.
Yeah, he just became like every mutant into one. It was so
right.
weird.
Like that was stupid.
Vinyl Dragon says they need to hire me to do $20.99. I will bring an element of entertainment unseen in a movie. I will make that shit absolutely nuts. Yeah, I assume with the stories that you come up with. Yeah, I'm sure.
I was gonna say, yeah. Absolutely nuts is the perfect way to describe what you would make those movies. 100%.
That's facts. That's what I'm saying.
It'll be entertaining. Fuck, I'll give it that.
We have a couple of trailers to go into. Oh, yeah. First, one more thing to talk about before we hit some trailers. But we wanted to hit. Oh, actually, two more things. One, it's been confirmed that Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, is going to be writing Lando for Disney.
Okay.
So a season of Lando is going to be written by him and his brother. So
I'm okay with that move. He's a smart guy, and I think he'll do fine.
Super
with that.
smart dude.
Yeah,
Super smart.
I'm good with that. I think that's a good job, Disney. I think that's a good move.
Is he playing like young Lando too?
Wasn't he cast? No, I could have sworn he was cast to play young Lando, wasn't he?
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought as well.
Oh, okay. So possibly Donald Glover playing young Lando in a series that he wrote. So that's kind of dope. And then the other thing that we wanted to talk about real quick is that people are already shitting on the projections for Blue Beetle. They're saying that Blue Beetle is only going to be projected to make $75 million in the box office, even less than Flash. With a $120 million budget, they're projecting that it's only going to make $75 million in the old box office.
If that happens, there will not be a Blue Beetle 2. And if that happens, characters like Blue Beetle, DC is probably not going to give them a chance. It's probably not even going to matter what James Gunn say. Because at this point, it is going to get to a point where you can't keep having these hero movies, especially when it's not even a big name. Then you have a big name like Flash flop. But if you're having these movies flop, you're going to just look at it as we have to use our biggest names all the time. We're not going to just throw these guys out there like that anymore. I think it's going to be huge if this movie does flop. I think it's really going to hurt a lot of things. And I'm going to say this. I think if this movie flops really, really bad, I think some of those projects that James Gunn announced, some of those like more obscure heroes and shit, I don't think it's coming out. I think some of those will be canceled, or some of those are going to be definitely altered. That's why, hell, look at what's happened with Superman. We got to throw all these damn superheroes in here, and the Superman one is really weird. But
do you think they're making their version of the Terrifics with all those characters? I mean, we have Mr. Terrific in there.
Yeah.
We got Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
We got Metamorpho.
Yeah.
We got Hawk Girl.
Why?
Do you think it's gonna be like Superman and the Terrifics?
And the Terrifics. I mean, yeah. My God. Again, and this is a weird one because Superman is a heavy hitter. So Superman by himself would be fine in theory. But I think for Superman, though, it's the opposite. They're throwing these people in here not to boost Superman, but to boost them by using Superman to build them up.
Well, without a doubt, of course.
Because honestly, you put it's going to be a Mr. Terrific movie. You think a lot of people are going to be going to see that?
No.
A Hawk Girl movie. You think a lot of people are going to be going to see that?
Definitely not. Probably 60% less.
Superman movie, they're going to see it.
Yeah, that's true. But
I don't know. What do you think, man? If Blue Beetle fails, do you think it's going to be any lasting effect, or do you think it's going to be like, what?
I really hope it don't fail like that. I mean, I don't think it's going to do gangbusters. But I'm really hoping it's not doing what they're talking about, projecting for only $75 million in the box office with $120 million budget. But I mean, you got to start looking at the studios at that point. Shit, Warner Brothers keeps fucking up everything that DC try to put out.
True.
It's like, shit, just fucking trust the people who know comic books. Obviously Warner Brothers don't know comic books.
Because I know all of us is excited about, Craven and his lion blood drinking self.
Yes, Sony the same way. Sony, Warner Brothers, they need to go fuck themselves and bring in some people that you trust. It's like, why are you hiring these people like James Gunn or whoever you're hiring to do to come up with a plan and execute comic book movies, and then you're stepping in at the last moment, or Snyder or whoever everyone, all Snyder's nuts. We're like, Snyder Cut, blah, 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 Snyderverse. It's like, okay, so why are you bringing these people in if you don't trust them to come out with a polished product at the end?
Yeah.
It's like, just have some faith, see what they do, let them do their thing, put it out, and then if it fails, then you step in and be like, okay, we need to make some changes here. Don't just be like, we need to make some changes off the bat, and, we need this, and this instead. as much as I don't like Zach Braff,
Yeah.
except in Scrubs. I think he was good in Scrubs, but in person, I think he's kind of an asshole. But as much as I don't like Zach Braff, he had a very interesting point when he crowdfunded the movie that he made. The first one. I don't remember what it was, but the first one. But he was basically like, look, yes, I could go to a studio, get studio money, and make this movie. But at the end of the day, now the studio's telling me who I can hire, you know, what else I need to put into this movie, what they think is funny or not, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, what you can or can't say. Yep.
Can or can't say, you know, oh, wouldn't it be better if you had a better looking actor or actress in this part, blah, blah, instead of this person? That kind of a thing. But then he was like, but if I crowdfund it, now all of a sudden I'm in charge. I can make this movie exactly how I think it's supposed to be, how I envisioned it, direct it, get the result that I think is great. And then when it comes out, all of a sudden it's like one of the best indie movies that's been released in that time period. I think it was Garden State. I think it's the name of the movie. Yeah, I mean, all of like that movie. He's like, if I had approached the studio, it would have been a completely different movie than what you guys saw. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with him on that. It's just Warner Brothers stepping in with their heavy hand and just fucking shit up.
Yeah, too many chefs in the kitchen, man. You only need one, and let the chef do his job. Let him cook.
Yeah,
but they don't do that. They want to also be the chef, and they want to tell you what to cook. They're gonna buy the food too, and they're gonna do everything.
Change your recipe.
They just want you to cook what they tell you to, not the gourmet meals that you already had planned. No. You're gonna do this, and that is the problem. That is what's hurting a lot of these movies, and I'm definitely sure that's what's hurting a lot of Warner Brothers and Sony superhero movies. Like you got too many people in there. Like you said, James, you hired James Gunn. Let him just do his shit. Yeah, you've seen how bad y'all fucked everything up with DC to begin with the cinematic universe. You already messed it up. You hired him for a reason because you saw what he did with Guardians. You've seen what he's done helping out in the other MCU movies. Let him do that. Let him do what he knows. Hire people who actually read and love comics and not people who skimmed over certain things and just kind of know characters for face value. Get people who
remind me of something else too
and love that shit.
Right. Yeah, that just reminded me of something else here. But let me go over this comment here. Rob says, when in Tijuana and your taxi driver asks if you want to go to a donkey show, you know exactly what you will see, but you say yes, and he takes you there anyway. That is Spider-Man marketing power.
True. 100% facts on that, though. That is facts. Spider-Man.
Shit.
Bro. It's Spider-Man. Go watch.
That's funny. Vinyl Dragon says, Donkey Show, bro. There's some creepy stuff they do with donkeys in Mexico. Vice did an article about populations admit they have slept with donkeys. The reporters were really put off. All right, enough. Why are we talking about fucking donkeys on this is why we ain't got no sponsors, bro. This shit is ridiculous. Talk about fucking donkeys and shit. All right. One last thing I want to say, we'll get to these trailers, but you remind me of this real quick because the news started coming out again, and there's been more about this too, is the Netflix show The Witcher, and apparently the showrunner, the director, this woman is just like evil as all can be, and hated how into the character Henry Cavill was.
Yep.
And would just fucking shot down anything else that he wanted to do, all of his ideas, anything like that. And also has now come under fire because anyone who has criticism about the show, she started like putting them on blast and cursing them out and shit like that, saying that they're just a bunch of haters and they don't know shit about shit. And just all this like just out of pocket like wild stuff that she's saying, but I was just like, but you know, if you go, but it's another example that Henry Cavill really knew his shit about The Witcher.
He did.
Hey, like why didn't you listen at all?
Yep.
Just listen to the people who know what they're talking about.
Yep.
And you'll get a good product.
Yep.
Instead of some stupid bull dyke bitch directing this shit who don't know what she's fucking talking about.
Not at all. And see, that's the biggest problem with these guys who get these positions and don't truly understand. These are characters that you're taking over. And these characters have huge lore and history behind them. And you look at The Witcher, which, you know, has a book series. And the book series was okay. But what really got The Witcher on the map was the game series. That's what actually got people. Because the book series on its own, if you've been like, man, I love reading The Witcher, they're like, what the hell is that? The game is what boosted it and made it as big as it is, and what got people to actually start reading the books and getting into it and all that stuff. The point is, it's huge, and they have a giant fan base. And these people are not like, you didn't create this character and create the characters in there. You're borrowing these characters, and instead of understanding, okay, we got a fan base that we really need to make sure we please to a degree. We can't just start going crazy. No, her and a lot of other ones, they just make shit up and think the fan base is going to be okay with any stupid idea they come up with. Where it's like, Geralt would not do this in this situation because we know what Geralt would do. We have books that depict what Geralt would do in these exact situations. We got 3 games that each one is legitly 100 hours of gameplay, what Geralt would do. Yeah. And then you got Geralt doing shit that he wouldn't do. And then you're upset that fans are upset about that?
Yeah,
you got this character acting out.
Saying that the fans are wrong? The fans are wrong?
The ones who know the character actually know the character. Well, you don't. You have no idea what Geralt actually has done in his history. You're just doing what you want Geralt to do, or Trish, or Univer, or any other characters in the series. You just have them do whatever you want. Come on. And then you're going to get mad and start cursing people out. And see, you're just becoming a child then who can't handle it.
Final Dragon says, comics, you need to wear shirts with Metamucil ads or Centrum 50 plus. God damn it. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Rob says, Black Santa is 100% correct. If Blue Beetle bombs, Swamp Thing gets the axe, Warner Brothers will be in the Batman business, not the DC business.
Bro, it's going to be a Batman, a Superman movie. Those are going to be the only 2 fucking movies you're going to see, yeah.
And we're going to have like 14 different of each. We got 14 different Batmans and 14 different Supermans.
Yep.
That's right.
You're going to have a female, so you're going to have at least 10 different Wonder Womans.
10 Wonder Womans. Hell yeah. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. That's that shit right there. All right, let's go ahead, and we have a Loki season 2 trailer to go ahead and watch. Ooh. So we go turn that shit on. I've seen that it dropped, but I have not watched it yet. Excited about it. I saved it for the podcast.
Hell yeah.
We are going to go ahead and throw it on, so let's go ahead and do it. Pow.
Obey. Hello? We have a little bit of a situation we wanted to run by you.
Mobius! Wow! Great to see you again.
That's what's been happening.
Wow. Time slipping.
Wait, you know that?
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
Can you fix that?
No. It's impossible to in the TVA.
I know, but we just saw it happen.
Yeah.
I've been pulled through time between the past and the present.
Hello?
If what I saw is true, there's nothing that stands between this world and utter destruction.
Only one way to find out. A little good old-fashioned legwork. Listen, we have different styles. You're a man of action, which is fine. I take a more slow, deliberate, cerebral approach. It's really goodbye.
It's up to us to save this place.
Is this cracked?
Yes, it is.
Whatever we do, we're playing God.
We are gods.
I was going to say, technically, yeah.
But how do you choose who lives who dies. Make the hard choice.
Uh-oh.
It's him.
You better run!
War is on its way. Come on, you're the god of mischief.
Always have been. Always will be.
Nice.
A little over the top, don't you think?
I thought it was spot on.
Hell yeah.
That looks solid. That looks really sweet. That looks good.
I still can't believe we got Owen Wilson as Mobius. That shit is still like hilarious to me.
It is. It is.
And
And I
so-
love that thing. Was like, we're playing God. We are gods. Exactly. Like, you're gods. So technically, you're not playing gods. You are actual gods. So
Right. I'm a fan. I was a fan of the first season. I have a feeling I'm going to be a fan of this season too.
same.
It's one
I
of
feel
the
exact
few
same.
that I actually went back and rewatched. I still ain't even finished Secret Invasion, but I've been told it's not even worth it. And
Yeah. Dragon said it's not good. It's really, really bad. So
I don't know, but yeah, this one I'm looking forward to. Early October, it's coming out, so we're not even that far. It's 2 months away, and it's looking like it's going to be crazy. Looks like Jonathan Majors is in fact going to be appearing in this show.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was some questioning as to with his recent shenanigans what was going to happen, but it's looking like he's going to be in it.
Yep, he's going to be moving forward as
with
Kang.
the what's that hairstyle called that he was rocking? He got like the split fro. He got like the line down the side where like part was going one, part was going. I was like,
yeah.
Okay. I call it the Moss from IT Crowd. That's what that shit looked
You
like.
don't know what you wanted to do.
I don't know what he's asking the barber for, but I'm here for it.
I am too, man. So I'm definitely excited for that. It's gonna be freaking awesome. That's really good.
Vinyl Dragon says Loki looks really good. The Asian guy in the beginning is killing it. Comes off of everything all at once. Plus, he has a few really cool films he did as a kid. That film, the Everything Everywhere All at Once. You talking about the one that won the Best Picture? Vinyl Dragon. I think that's what he's talking about. I didn't see that movie, but I was just disappointed that All Quiet on the Western Front didn't win the best overall, because I thought that should have won it, but it is what it is. And then we have one more that you wanted to watch.
Keepers of Time should be Mortal Kombat 1.
Keepers of Time trailer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I got the right one. All right, let's go ahead and play this shit. Present, share screen. All right, let's rule it.
Here we go.
Geras, my old friend. It's been eons. It's good to see you.
Likewise, Lord Liu Kang. Duty is my highest calling.
Damn.
Nice.
Geras is the guardian of the hourglass, a celestial object which lies beyond the realms. The hourglass regulates time and destiny.
What the fuck?
Nice.
Oh.
I have watched you in the hourglass. You are relishing your role as Earthrealm's protector.
Hey.
Those with power must know how to use it wisely.
When you restarted history, you altered the destinies of certain malefactors to neutralize them.
Crafting a timeline is a complex endeavor.
Damn.
Your vision of peace may already be compromised.
Oh, what the fuck?
That was sick.
Yo.
That was nice.
Oh shit, with Homelander and Omni-Man,
Yep.
Peacekeeper. Ah.
Yep.
Oh
Got
my
the
God.
boy, the Kaden and the boy. That's sick, man.
Bro, that shit was ridiculous.
That was nice though, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. Oh my God.
Man, I'm happy Garrison's back because he was one of I love Garrison Mortal Kombat 11, and you know he's a character as you saw who has powers over time, and it's funny because technically he can't die, like period.
Mhm.
Like no matter what you do to him, he cannot actually die. So when he was actually on the bad side in a way, because so Kronika was the original person who controlled time or whatever. And he worked under her. So he would, you know, follow her orders or whatever. And Kronika was evil or whatever. Garrus was just, hey, following orders. Anyway, Raiden's fighting him. And he's like, you know, Raiden, I might not be as powerful as you, but you can't kill me. And Raiden was like, oh, I can figure something out. So he literally throws this dude into the sea of blood, which basically, once you get it in there, it and you start sinking, it's an endless void, basically. It doesn't have a bottom. So you will sink forever. So the question was, well, how the hell did he escape? Well, technically, one, Liu Kang reset all of history. Two, it was established technically in the DLC that he was eaten by like a shark or something in the sea, and then the shark actually ended up like dying. Some weird shit happened, and Garrus was able to somehow escape from that. It was some weird shit, but he did escape. But anyway, the point is, Liu Kang has hit all of history, so now it seems that Garrus is. It was funny because I think Garrus says a line that like he's outside of history, so this could still be technically that same Garrus. I'm not for sure, but we're finding out. But either way, Liu Kang did reset everything, and they even put it into the way the title is called Mortal Kombat 1 instead of Mortal Kombat 12. Technically, Liu Kang did reset everything because he is now the controller of all of that shit.
Interesting. I love how that motherfucker just like froze them in time while he was beating the shit out of them.
That's what I loved in 11, man. He would do that shit. He would freeze you, and then he would just whoop your ass, and you're just sitting there like, that's a horrible way to do that.
Oh my God. Yeah, that trailer was pretty right up what you expect from a Mortal Kombat trailer, but yeah, pretty intense. I loved it.
Same.
Looked pretty good. Vinyl Dragon catching up on some stuff here. It says Vinyl Dragon says the Asian dude is the kid from the Goonies and Indiana Jones Temple of Doom. And Rob says that the actress who played Wednesday on the Netflix show, that's Jenna Ortega, pissed off writers because she actually read the scripts before they were finalized and questioned/edited actions she felt were out of character. That's good because that show ended up being pretty decent.
That is good, and they need to listen to people like her. Like, listen to if your actor or actress actually knows the character and really like love the character and again into that shit, listen to them. Don't ignore them. Don't just think you know better, especially when you obviously don't. Like, listen to them. And like you said, listen, look what happened. Her editing stuff and changing stuff. Yeah, I even heard that shit was definitely popular. So good on her.
Oh, it was extremely popular. I mean, I know they're doing another season. Alexis and I watched it. It was okay. I mean, we enjoyed it. It wasn't, whatever. My issues with Wednesday, but they aged her up a lot. So, I was like, oh, okay, so it's okay. So they put her at like college age instead of 12. So
yeah. So there you
go. My thing is people always trying to sexualize Wednesday, and it's like, bro, she's fucking 12 years old, bro.
That's gonna always happen, bro. That shit's gonna always happen.
Ridiculous.
It is creepy.
Since they put her at like college age, then it's just like, oh, okay. I guess we can sexualize an 18-year-old. I guess that's all right. The older I get, the more it's like, damn, 18 is still like a kid, though. I be thinking that shit. I'll be like, damn, 18? What about 25? How about that?
Right. No doubt.
Let's make this bitch 30. Shit. Ain't no wrong with being 30, goddamn.
That's right. Absolutely.
Miles says, when's the Black Santa DLC coming out for Mortal Kombat?
Man, I am in talks with Warner Brothers as we speak. And yeah, man, that Combat Pack 3, probably gonna feature Black Santa in that, man. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
Already got it worked out.
Hitting you with a whole ass bag of presents.
That's right, man. I have my rain bitches come up in there and jump your ass.
Rain bitches. That's right. Yeah. Have a whole sleigh ran on you.
That's right, man. That's right. That'd be a sick fatality too. Got the whole sleigh and everything, man. Then I got my wise elf. Man, it's gonna be something else, man. Something else, man. And then the Council of Santas. Y'all gonna be meeting them soon. It's gonna be something else, man.
Oh my gosh. Final Dragon says Mark Hamill screamed to the top of his lungs and they still wouldn't listen with Luke Skywalker. That shit pissed off the entire theater. People were breaking out shanks and polishing off steel.
And throwing chairs.
Throwing the chairs. Oh shit. All right, I think that's it for stuff that we got for this week. We will not be doing a podcast next week because I'm going to Greenville next week. So we might pop off on Instagram Live. You'll just have to keep an eye out.
We definitely will. There's no mic. We definitely will.
Okay, so we'd be popping off on Instagram. You follow me on Comics for Cheap, Chris, aka Black Santa, on Instagram, and you'll see we'll be on there. Because we chilling. I'm setting up in a show in Greenville, so we're gonna be having a swell old time. Listen to me, it's like the 50s. We're having a swell old time out there in Greenville.
Hell yeah.
No, it should be a really good time. So I'm very excited. I know Chris is excited, and we're gonna be rocking and rolling. So we'll catch y'all. But if you're live or on the replay, hit that like button for us, smash it for us. Helps us out a lot. And we'll catch you not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after at 9 p.m. We'll be chilling. As always, stay villainous and
fuck the Fantastic Four.